Hi there, this is Joe here. Recently I'm focusing quite a lot on this development called Concertor in Dutamas, and quite a few of my prospects keep asking me the same questions, that what is the difference between Houzkey and the conventional loan package? What are the disadvantages and advantages of getting Houzkey or getting the conventional loan? So that is why I decided to make this video to give a quick summary on what is it all about. So let's talk about the advantages of Houzkey first. First of all, you are only going to pay a very at least about 50% lower installment compared to the conventional loan. So let's say in this concertor unit, developer unit, you only need to pay 2,600 every month for the first 5 years onwards, compared to if you're getting a conventional loan of about 5,000 every month. So this 2,006, it will sort of give for those people that they are not sure whether they really want to buy a unit here in Concertor because they are not sure of the environment, they are not sure of the community, they do not know whether they will like it here. They could probably get this package because they will only have to pay 2,006 instead of 5,000. That's about 50% different of installment every month. And if they decided, or let's say after staying for 4.5 years, and then they find that okay, it's not really suitable for them, then they want to move out, they could just walk away without any cost. You don't have to pay for any kind of penalty. So this is the first thing. And second thing is that if you were thinking about 2006 installment and 5,000, the bank, Maybank, will actually assess your loan eligibility, the DSR, your debt service ratio, based on 2006 but not 5,000. In other words, to say that it's easier for you to to get this loan approval because it's only assessed based on 2006. But of course that you will think that, oh, but what if my income is still remains at this level and I'm not confident after the 6 year onwards? Because 6 year onwards you're gonna have to pay the full installment of 5,000 instead of 2006. So the 6 year onwards, you're gonna say, I'm not confident, I'm not sure whether I can still pay this 5,000. Then you can just walk away before you committed. You decided to continue with this Maybank Houzkey. As I say, you can just walk away after the 5 year without any sort of penalty. But if let's say you have a lot, you have a lot of cash in the bank, it's just that probably your document aren't so good. You do not have a proper document to do all your loan, that kind of thing, then you could go for this one. And by the 5th year, Maybank will not reassess your loan document again, but they will look into your payment record, whether your secrets record is good, to reassess it. Alright, so that's the second thing. Third thing is, if you are comparing for this sub-sale, and most of the projects now, when they are completed, probably 88% of them will not be able to get, the value will not, the S&P value will not be able to match with the bank value. So most of the time, purchaser want to buy second-hand property, even if it's completed developer unit, still you need to check the bank value, and they have to top up a certain amount, probably 10%. It's more or less about 10%, which means they will have to first pay 10% down payment, and then secondly they have to pay 10% of the differential. That means that you have to pay 20% extra just because they cannot match the bank value. But in terms of this Maybank Houzkey, you do not have to worry anything about the bank value because it's 100% financed by Maybank. In other words, to say, you do not have to pay a cent for this bank differential or this 10% down payment. You do not have to pay a cent. It's 100% finance. All you have to pay is just the 3 months refundable rental deposit, and that's it. So cash flow wise, it's better for if you're comparing for Maybank Houzkey and the conventional loan package. All right. So then the fourth thing is, as I mentioned, okay, you can walk away before 5 years before you decided to continue with the 6 years, you can just walk away without any cost. But here's one catchy thing. You are tied up for basically just 1 year. So it's a package designed by Maybank. It's 5, let's say maximum tenure for the loan is 35 years. So the package is designed as in it's 5 years plus 30 years. So it's 35 years in total. But for the first 5 years, you are only tied up to 1 year, which means that, let's say, for example, today, when you buy this property, the net purchase price is 1.1 million, example. Then, after the second year, and then third year, fourth year, let's say another, 3 more years from now, the value of the property market gets better, the sentiments get better, everyone is buying, and property market value started to goes up. Let's say from 1.1 million goes up to 1.3 million. The bank value is now 1.3 million. So you can actually decide or choose to sell this property. Just sell this property, and that 200,000 net profit belongs to you. Sounds wow, it's like amazing, right? I do not have to pay anything. I only have to pay this 3 months refundable deposit, and it's 100% fully financed by the bank, and I'm assessed based on the lower installment amount. But now, if the price of the property goes up, and I can actually sell it to earn that profit. But what if the price go down? What if the price, let's say it's 1.1 now, but after 3 years it's 1.0. Let's say the market sentiment still is very, very bad and it's still going down. It's 1.0. If you want to sell it, of course you have to bear the loss. Then might as well just continue to run it until the end of the 5th year. And if you decided not to continue with this package, you could just walk away. Sounds amazing, right? So these are basically all the advantages of the Maybank Houzkey, but there is also a disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages? Number 1 is that for the first 5 years that you are paying, it's purely interest to Maybank. So what is Maybank earning? Because everything previously sounds like too good to be true. Everything is at your best interest, but of course Maybank is still earning some money from you. So what are the things that they are earning? Which is the interest. So you are paying purely only interest to Maybank for the first 5 years if you decided to just continue to pay that monthly installment of the 2006. That 2006 you cannot pay extra, like you cannot pay like 4,000 and then another 1,004. I want to set off my principal. No, that it does not work that way. So you cannot set off your principal at all. It's only purely interest. If you opt to continue with the Maybank Houzkey package from 6 years onwards and then to the end of the 35 years tenure, that by then you can set off the principal amount, and you can even just set off the whole loan amount if you want. So that after that it will be like just normal conventional loan package. All right, this is the first thing. Then the second disadvantages is if you are buying a developer unit from developer, usually I'm just saying usually, not every time, the S&P, legal fees, the disbursement, the stamp duty, the loan, legal fees and disbursement and stamp duty are backed by the developer, which means that you don't have to pay any of that. But as for Houzkey, if you don't have to pay anything at first, as I said, you don't have to pay anything at first, but if from 6 years onwards that you decided you want to continue to carry on, you will have to pay that legal fees and the stamp duty to Maybank in order to continue that, which means that that is a little bit extra cost that you have to pay, but that only comes 5 years later, not today. All right, so instead of free by the developer, then now you have to pay for the cost yourself. So and the third thing, disadvantage, let's say you are going to pay your loan installment every month just following the exact installment amount. If you work out the whole 35 years calculation, end up you're going to pay a little bit more, like probably 100,000 or 200,000 comparing Houzkey to the normal conventional loan package, because Houzkey first 5 years is purely only interest. You cannot set off against your principal amount. So that's the third disadvantage, is that Houzkey in the long run will end up paying more compared to conventional loan. So whether you want to take Houzkey or whether you want to take a normal conventional loan and you do not know which one to decide, actually you can just give me a call, give me a text, and I can help you to analyze and work out which way is best for you, which is at your best interest, and you're more comfortable with which one. Because there are also purchasers that actually talk to me that I don't need the Houzkey because I'm gonna pay more of the down payment. I just want to take a small amount of loan. Then that's fine. Just go for a normal conventional loan. All right. So this is Joe here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye.